The shocking truth about budgeting. My extreme money change up. Let me start with, I once was that guy that said I've got my finances under control, and as time passed, the weeks went faster. The months and years were here and gone, and all of a sudden I wake up to reality to realize I'm not getting any younger. Here I am, 42 years of age and no worthy assets. That's when it all changed. The light bulb lit up. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm diving into a topic that's often misunderstood, sometimes feared, but absolutely essential: budgeting. I'm going to share my shocking truth about budgeting and how it led to an extreme change in my financial life. If you're struggling with your finances or just want to get a better grip on your budget, stick around because this might just change everything for you. On the shocking truth about budgeting, my extreme money change up. As I'm sitting down going through my finances, trying to reflect back. Okay, so let's be straight up transparent from the get-go. Let's start with a little background. A few years ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt, and honestly, it felt hopeless. I had no real understanding of where my money was going each month. I thought budgeting was just a way to restrict my spending and make my life miserable. Spoiler alert, I was wrong. I was buying things on impulse, ignoring my credit card bills and rationalizing my spending. It wasn't until I took a hard look at my financial situation that I realized I needed to make some drastic changes. These changes brought about the turning point for which my financials would need to make a major change. My turning point came when I had an unexpected expense, a medical bill that threw my already fragile finances into chaos. I knew I had to change my approach to money if I wanted to avoid this kind of stress in the future. That's when I decided to tackle budgeting head on. I started researching different budgeting strategies, from the envelope system to zero-based budgeting. I even downloaded budgeting apps to help me track my spending. I was determined to find a method that would work for me. These are the different budgeting methods I tried before finding my plan and sticking with it. 1. Envelope system. This method involves dividing cash into envelopes for different spending categories. It worked for me initially, but I found it hard to manage without cashless transactions. The other option was the zero-based budgeting. This approach means assigning every dollar a job, so your income minus your expenses equals zero. This method helped me see where every cent was going, but it was a bit too rigid for my lifestyle. I combined elements from each method to create a system that worked for me. I now will relay the shocking truth. This is the shocking truth about budgeting. It's not just about tracking your spending. It's about understanding your relationship with money. I learned that my spending habits were often tied to my emotions. I was shopping to cope with stress or boredom. Once I recognized this, I could confront my triggers and find healthier coping mechanisms. Budgeting became less about restriction and more about empowerment. It was liberating to take control of my finances. By creating a sustainable budget, set realistic goals. I set short-term and long-term financial goals. This gave me something to work towards and made budgeting feel more rewarding. 2. Track everything. I started tracking every expense no matter how small. This helped me identify patterns and areas where I could cut back. 3. Adjust as needed. I learned that flexibility is key. Life happens, and sometimes you need to adjust your budget. I made it a habit to review my budget monthly and tweak it when necessary. Now it's time to reflect the impact of budgeting on my life. Budgeting has had a profound impact on my life. I've paid off debt, built an emergency fund, and even started saving for a vacation. I feel more in control of my finances and less stressed about money. I've also realized the joy of financial freedom. I can spend money on things that truly matter to me without guilt or anxiety. It's about making conscious choices. I've also discovered the joy of financial freedom. I can spend money on things that truly matter to me without guilt or anxiety. It's about making conscious choices. Now I'll move on to share tips for successful budgeting with you. Be honest with yourself. Know your spending habits and be truthful about your finances. 2. Find what works for you. Experiment with different budgeting methods until you find one that fits your lifestyle. 3. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. It keeps you motivated. 4. Stay educated. Continue learning about personal finance. There are countless resources out there. So there you have it, the shocking truth about budgeting and how it transformed my financial life. It's not just about numbers. It's about empowerment, control, and making choices that align with your values. If you're ready to take charge of your finances, I encourage you to start budgeting today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share your own budgeting experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe.